To become a Jedi Knight is an honor few can achieve. Once one becomes a Knight of the Order, a choice is placed before them. Become a Jedi Guardian and dedicate yourself fully to the protection of the Republic and those under it. Become a Jedi Consular and dedicate yourself fully to the exploration of the Force and its many mysteries. Or, become a Jedi Sentinel and be tasked with seeking out the darkness and bringing those lost in it to the light. In many ways, the path of the Jedi Sentinel was one of the most difficult. If one was to become a Sentinel, they needed to effectively blend the role of a Jedi Guardian and Consular, while at the same time focusing on other aspects we will explore later. The Sentinels were burdened with seeking out the dark side, which required a Sentinel to be an effective fighter, able to combat the dark side when it arose in any form. Seeking it out was a difficult quest, as although they may not be the first line of defense for the Republic like a Jedi Guardian, their duty was to discover, and if possible, eliminate a threat before it necessitated the Guardians to become involved. When one is constantly searching for the dark side, its influence may begin to seep into an individual's very being. In order to prevent this, a Sentinel must also adopt certain traits of a Jedi Consular, becoming familiar with the Force and the way it operates, learning how to effectively see the dark side at work, and knowing how to destroy it using just and light means. A Sentinel was also given the task of learning from the many people and species within the galaxy, ensuring the Jedi Order did not become too far removed from the goings-on, and remain in touch with the state of the people that populate the galaxy, not just the governing forces that reside over it. Sentinels also needed to learn certain trades not commonly taught throughout the Order to ensure the Jedi were prepared for nearly anything. The Sentinels learned many different skills, becoming familiar with computers as to spot different types of enemies. They also focused on technology and the advancements of the galaxy, so the Jedi could evaluate what they were up against if need be, and if it were something they were unfamiliar with. The Sentinels studied various ships and speeders. Sentinels also learned about medicine, so they could aid ill or injured comrades or innocents. The role of a Sentinel was not to only learn the way of the Jedi, but also obtain common knowledge necessary to function effectively. The role of a Jedi Sentinel was created because the Jedi saw themselves distancing from the people of the galaxy, as they operated so differently from the common being. Often, Jedi Sentinels spent years among the people of the galaxy, remaining a Jedi and member of the Order, but operating among the people. An example used by Wikipedia to explain the differences between a Jedi Sentinel and Guardian is that a Sentinel would pick the lock of a locked door, while the Guardian may just break it down. The Sentinels were the jack of all trades within the Order, never excelling to master of any particular craft, but holding the knowledge and know-how of several. The subgroup of Jedi Sentinels were the Jedi Temple Guards, who held some of the most important positions in the entire Order. In order for one to become a Temple Guard, they must remove themselves farther than is common even for a Jedi, wearing masks designed to withhold all emotion. Temple Guards were to be serious and dutiful at all times, as they roamed and protected the most sacred part of the Order. Jedi Temple Guards were tasked with guarding the younglings when their various masters departed for missions, ensuring the safety of the future generations of the Jedi Order. Temple Guards also occasionally served the role of bodyguard, guarding injured members of the Order when it required, an example being Yoda when he was experiencing visions and torment by Dooku and Sidious during the Clone Wars. Temple Guards also occasionally became involved with law enforcement if they were dealing with a threat too significant to deal with without the aid of the Jedi Order. Examples of this being rogue fallen Jedi or even the Sith. Jedi Temple Guards also were forced to use a method uncommon to most members of the Order, that being intimidation. The appearance of a Temple Guard needed to exude authority, even to other Jedi. The Temple Guards carried long dual-bladed light pikes, which were intended to deter violence with their large, intimidating look. The Jedi Temple Guards used yellow lightsabers to signify their significance even amongst other Jedi. In Legends, the yellow lightsaber could also mean the crystal in use had once been red, but that the user of the weapon forced the darkness within out, with the resulting color being yellow. The identity of the Temple Guards were also meant to be a secret, with it being suggested Temple Guards may have even been randomly picked throughout the Order. The Temple Guards reported directly to Sindralig, who was the head of security for the Jedi Temple, who the newly anointed Darth Vader would go on to kill during Operation Nightfall. Jedi Temple Guards also rarely spoke, seeing as their role was to protect the ongoings of the Jedi and the Temple, not govern over them. We currently only hold the knowledge of the identity of one former Jedi Temple Guard, that being the Grand Inquisitor. The silent and withdrawn role of the Jedi Temple Guards may have resulted in being more susceptible to the dark side, as they may have become so detached from the duties of even a Jedi, it may have become less significant. It has also been rumored the fifth brother Inquisitor might have also held the role of a Jedi Temple Guard, as it is known he was a Jedi prior to the rise of the Empire, and his identity is unknown, suggesting he too may have disappeared beneath the mask and robes of a temple guard. Unfortunately, most of the Jedi temple guards were killed by Darth Vader and the 501st Legion when they stormed the Jedi Temple, with the only confirmed survivor being the Grand Inquisitor. So that is a breakdown of a Jedi Sentinel and their extension as temple guards. So now that you have a clearer picture of the duties of a Sentinel, do you think you would desire to become one if you were a Jedi Knight, or would you wish to take on another role within the Order? If you have any other lore topics or questions you want answered, do not hesitate to tweet them at me at StupendousWave on Twitter, or leave a comment and I will try my best to answer or make a full video dedicated to your topic. Thanks as always so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.